Hello and welcome. My name is Reeve Collins. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Block.V. And today, I'm here to talk about the potential of the blockchain. We're all here because we feel it. We know that it's largely untapped, but we know something extraordinary is about to happen. Something extraordinary is going to be unleashed onto the world. And that is the potential of this extraordinary new technology. And when it does get released, that's called an interface moment. When the whole world finally gets to feel and experience and understand the power of this technology. So think back to the internet. When the browser came along, that was the internet's interface moment. The browser enabled developers to build and monetize apps on top of this new platform and create an entire new economy around that. And then you think about mobile. The App Store was the mobile's interface moment. Apple created an environment for developers to build and monetize apps on top of the mobile platform. And an entirely new economy was created from that, the app economy. 200 billion app downloads to date. Now, Block.V is the interface moment to the blockchain. What does that mean? Well, first, don't take it from me. Peter Diamandis, who's a world-renowned futurist and one of our advisors and investors, he says he's witnessed many interface moments in his life, but Block.V goes beyond an interface moment into a holy shit moment. And why is that? Because soon the entire world will feel the power of the blockchain because we are bringing to it an experiential layer. Block.V is bringing into it the ability to build and monetize apps on top of the blockchain. Block.V, the interface of the age of value. We've created an environment for developers to quickly build and monetize these new blockchain-based apps. These are what are today known as tokens, except for when you have the ability to include the characteristics of the cryptocurrency with the experience of modern apps, you get a whole new category of assets. We call this asset the VATM. So on the right side here, you'll see the characteristics that we inherit from the blockchain. It's finite, authentic, transferable, possessible, tradable, all the things that make Bitcoin unique and all of these different tokens unique. And when you take the left side, the qualities of an app, they're programmable, combinable, redeemable, network aware, artificially intelligent. You give it app-like qualities. What this does is it adds an experience. There's images, there's sound, there's video, and then there's policy, there's programming, and so now you have rules. So it gives the developers the ability to use their creativity to create these tokens that people own that actually can do extraordinary things. So an example of a VATM. Right now, this does not look like any Bitcoin wallet you've ever seen before. You'll see that there's imagery and all these things come alive. There's the abilities to promote films, there's loyalty points, tickets. There's many, many use cases. And what we are doing today is providing the developers of the world the tools to build and monetize these new type of blockchain apps called VATMs. And why is that important? Because right now, there's many, many developers out there doing a lot of different projects on top of different blockchains. And so I'll share a little bit about today where we've come from. We spent 2 years and $4 million building this platform. It's available today. Our network token will work on day one. And really, the proceeds from this is going to go towards marketing, go towards building world-class developer tools in order for the world to showcase and feel the power of the VATM. And what I really want to dive into is the business model and why we believe tokenized business models are the models of the future. So first, if you have an ecosystem token where all the network participants benefit from the value they bring to the network, you know that you have a long-term growth to that ecosystem. So the developers will utilize our network token V to create VATMs, to run VATMs, to pay for the long-running processes. Because these are like micro apps on the blockchain, and it may cost a few cents over the year to run them. And the developers will pay with this in V. The consumers will earn V. They'll be incentivized with V for various behaviors. If they share different things, if they collect them, if they redeem them, the developers will be able to write into the policy what the users will be paid for. And then ultimately, when they amass V, they can acquire other VATMs and other virtual objects. And lastly, cyclers. Cyclers are our version of miners. Cyclers are paid in Vs. They confirm these VATM transactions. They perform compute actions. So we've come up with the notion of distributed compute, because each VATM has specific actions that it's going to need to perform, and these cyclers will go through and make very specific compute stacks in order to do that the quickest, and therefore they will earn V for that. So our ecosystem token works from the start to the finish, and it really creates incentives for everyone to hold the token, for everyone to contribute to the network, because the more they contribute, the more the network grows. That token will increase in value because it is a utility token to access that network. And once that's in place, the fact that you have this utility token that truly will increase in value if there is demand for the product that we have created. And what we have created is the VATM, this smart virtual good on blockchains. And we believe it's the trillion object opportunity. And what does that mean? Well, there are millions of apps. There are over 1 billion websites, all with lots and lots of objects inside. And that equals 1 trillion objects out there. So we're playing in the biggest marketplace in the world because we're making all of these smart objects, all of these objects ownable, interoperable, things that you can buy, sell, and trade. This shifts the value from an application to the object. Think about a Starbucks app. You go and pay for your coffee, you earn coffee, it's a loyalty app. You don't care about the app. All you really care about is the object inside. So why not just have a coffee? Because ultimately, what a VATM is, it's that digital object with all the DRM, the digital rights management within the object. So if you can just have that coffee that's of value to you, you don't need the app anymore. And then if you have that coffee as well as dozens of other different digital objects that are now interoperable and you can buy, sell, and trade, it opens up the whole world of value. So the team, we have been in the blockchain space for many years. My past company, Tether, is still one of the most utilized tokens today. And I have a very deep experienced team on building technology on top of blockchains, as well as world-class cloud computing systems. And we have built and scaled a platform that scales up to billions of objects. And this has been tested for over a year by one of the largest financial institutions in the world. And so we have put a lot of time and effort into building something extraordinary. And on top of the team and building out this network, we've also amassed quite a list of amazing advisors, people that are also deeply involved in the blockchain space, as well as many other industries that see the vision and feel and know the power that the VATM is going to bring to the world. So lastly, I want to share with you a little bit about the TGE. October 12th is the main sale. We're targeting a $40 million raise, and 35% of the tokens are going to be delivered to the community. 15% will be locked up for up to 6 years. And this really aligns our incentives with the growth and the long-term vision of the community. So I just wanted to end with that. Thank you very much. And for more information, check out blockv.io. Thank you.